Now it's time for Hyperbole. That's hyperbole, extreme exaggeration, as pronounced by Julia Gillard. James, you got a beauty for us.
Well, I got a beauty for you. I can't say it's a happy one. I know we normally like to have a funny hyperbole at this point of the show. But Joe Biden's energy secretary, you know, there's been that horrible building collapse in Florida. You got over 100 people missing. His energy secretary, Jennifer Granholm, searching around for some sort of way to blame this thing on, you know, the evil right wing, said this building may have fallen over due to, you guessed it, climate change. Have a look.
But given what we know about the changing climate, given that we've seen an increase in these so-called extraordinary tides and the impact that that can have in areas like South Florida, do you think that climate could have played a role in that building's collapse?
Well, obviously, we don't know fully, but we do know that the seas are rising. I mean, we know that we're losing inches and inches of beaches, not just in Florida, but all around.
So there you have it, guys. I mean, you've got this terrible tragedy, and of course, the left is trying to capitalize on it and use it to guilt everybody into whatever their plans are for climate change. And you know, in the U.S., they're going to be terrible because you can already see what Joe Biden is doing to energy markets there.
Rita, very quickly, woman in a mask, struggling.
Yeah, well, if you thought COVID craziness was just in Australia, have a look at this footage of this woman who has gone out to enjoy a meal but is insisting on wearing her mask throughout. So she keeps tugging at her mask, making it filthy, touching it, and pulling it down to have each bite. I mean, really, there's these people, if you're that scared, stay at home, I would suggest. Exactly. I don't know.
Well, just very briefly, as someone who has had the pleasure of dancing with Princess Diana, let me just say the statue is a horror show. It looks more like the Ceausescu woman than it does Princess Diana. Let's have a look at this ghastly thing. What on earth is that, James?
It looks like something Marge Simpson would have done in a community college art class. That's the worst thing I've ever seen. And it's like the Teddy Roosevelt statue at the Natural History Museum got canceled for doing exactly the same thing she's doing.
Rita, your thoughts very quickly on the statue?
Well, Diana was a woman who cared about her appearance, and I think she would be appalled at that likeness. It's not a very good likeness at all.
Well,